Ooh, are we here today presenting Minecraft Java Edition? Disgusting bugs. Oh my goodness! Wow, what a great title screen. I've never seen that splash text before, but that's funny. That's very self-aware. Wink. But hello, guys. How are you guys doing today on this fine weekend? It's Saturday at 1 for me. So if you guys are sorry if you guys are very late to it, or maybe very early. I think people could be like 8 a.m. or something, and people could be like 5 p.m. right now. So, hey, hello, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Let's see. I'll read through the chat. I can't wait. And yes, me and Mr. Spider were waiting for you for 10 hours. And last time it's not Mr. It's not. It's Mr. Spider, not Spider. How was your day, Spider? I'm not even gonna answer. Great, me too. Spider tried to swim in lava. Guess I'm alone now. I'm gonna have to leave a totem here. I was back. Bye. I'll see you in 2 hours. 1 hour does time fly. Still 1 hour. I hate time. And that's the reason why I pinned it, because I like the. That's funny. I hate time. Hey, MDKV Productions. Hi. I might leave Spoon soon. Love Laganese. Yes. Love you too. Hello, MDKV. Hey, Wobbly Pokemon Animations. Hi, welcome back to another stream. Hi, 6 minutes. Now you're pinned, Spider, for the fourth time. It's Mr. Spider. Good old Spider. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, Branzy, what's going on? I'm not sure. We're gonna do this right now, but, hello, Branzy. It's 20. It's 20 o'clock. It's 8, apparently, for Mr. Cheese. But hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry I haven't responded to any comments from any of the posts that I have done this week. I've been very busy and very tired. So I'm going to do that after the stream. So if you guys want it or need it, I will be there. Yeah, we're going to be going into this world. Actually, I forgot. That's the reason why this was in not full screen mode at the moment, was that I was supposed to change it to headphone audio. Okay, we'll do that. To headphone audio, don't need to refresh in the title screen like we said before. We can just go into music and sounds and go to our headphones. Yeah, like that. Very easy, very nice. Apparently a bug that was fixed in the last, from the last one was that it wouldn't switch. So, good thing we're going to be hearing it now from the headphones and not have the speakers go into the microphone, so that's good. Yes, yes, yes. So obviously we're going to start a new world, but we already started that world in the server, so we got that going on for us, and we can look at that. Yeah, the Snapshot, it's still not compatible with the older world, so every time we test it, we're going to have to create a new one. And every time we create a new one, we're just gonna go in it and see what the seed lagging has changed to, right? Last snapshot, the previous experimental snapshots, they looked pretty much similar. But the last snapshot, I'm not sure if they added everything yet, but they might have smoothed things out a little bit. But it looked kind of weird. Not gonna lie, it looked very different from the experimental ones. So we're gonna look at that too. Okay, what should we do here? Let's join the server. Join the server. World streaming can take a very long time. If you see the world stop moving for a while, that's why. So that's the reason why. Now, here's the thing. I did not set up any, this looks kind of like the same scene as last time, right? I did not set up anything new. Except for we have simulation distance, which is a new thing. For Java Edition, for Bedrock Edition, it's been there for a long time. It's been they split it for Bedrock and Java here. So right now, only simulation distance affects the chunks around you in terms of mobs. They'll do block ticking and water ticking in the next few snapshots. If you didn't know about that, but when we look at it, right. We could see these mobs moving and stuff like that, and regularly, it was tied to render distance. So, when you went up in render distance, it would actually erase the simulation distance all the way. But regularly, mobs don't actually really get affected beyond 128 blocks from you, right? So basically, 8 chunks is the distance. You don't really need to load any more than that. But if you want to, you can actually make it go up all the way, like like the 32 chunks. Like, I'm not sure what you would want to render at that point, but that means that if simulation is not tied and simulation distance has a lot of calculations, right? You can go all the way to 32 here and render distance and still see everything, right? Like, this won't harm your performance as much anymore because it's not loading more of that world, right? So obviously, I hope that we can get to the point where where we could see more, like Bedrock Edition. Like, you can see past mountains, past biomes, even, right? With Bedrock Edition. But I want to see that in Java Edition, and I think that would be great for people exploring and stuff like that. Because if you have a better PC than other people, right? Obviously, your performance is already technically like part of your experience in Minecraft. But if you have a better PC and your server allows a larger render distance, right? You can definitely go and see like over the mountains and stuff like that and direct your search to places where you can go. And this kind of means that we're gonna see a lot more dirt pillars now, I think, in Java Edition. Usually a lot of people already do a lot of dirt pillars and stone pillars and stuff like that, right? In order to mark territory. But I think that if you're going to go up, if you don't have scaffolding yet, you're going to go up all the way over here and look around you and then think about where you're going to go next, right? Um, and that seems to be the way. And then you might just jump down and die, maybe. But if you're in hardcore, you might just want to you'll just have to tear it all down and then go the direction you want to seek. But it makes for a more coherent and distinct travel method, right? Just like you don't have to keep wandering, right? And think about, oh my goodness, am I gonna reach someplace soon? Or am I gonna take 10,000 blocks to find a jungle or something? But no, I don't think that's the case anymore. Or it shouldn't be the case for a lot of other people. But we are going to put this back down to a reasonable distance, so that we don't get that much lag. It's still gonna lag because it's still gonna render out graphically, the places that you haven't been before, right? So that's the thing for that. Okay, this is the first change here. Sprinting is no longer reduced when walking or gently brushing your sleeve against a wall. So this means that my sprint won't break. Okay. Yeah, I think it's got to be a little bit more. Let's actually set time day. Time set day. There we go. Okay, I'm still sprinting at that point. I think it would actually stop me before. But this is kind of a weird angle too. We might have to do it with a larger wall. But if you ever have this problem while traveling the nether, because a lot of people have 1-block tunnels in the nether, right? Or in your mine shafts, right? You will be able to just sprint and don't worry about hitting a wall, I think. So I guess we'll try to do a longer type hallway here and see if we are able to be stopped, right? Like, as you're coming along here, you're just walking on this wall. Yeah, I'm still running. I think you still could have done that before. It's just a very tight angle, right? So what if we do something like this, right? Okay, I think actually we'll put up the F3 screen to see that if we're still moving to the side and I didn't hit the wall. No, I am hitting the wall. So what is that? That's about, let's see. Okay, I stopped there. That's like 5 degrees. That's still 5 degrees. What did I do before? Let's do 8 degrees. Okay, 8 degrees is definitely not good. Let's do 7 degrees. If you can see it, it's in the middle of the screen. 6.9 degrees. Okay, 6.9 degrees seems to stop it there. What about 6 degrees? Okay, 6 degrees, no. So what about 5.5? Let's do middles here. There we go. Okay, 5.6 is still like not good. 5.4 seems okay. Yeah, 5.6 again. I'm trying to get to 5.5 here, but it's kind of actually very difficult. Come on. I just want to get to 5.5. Jeez. I kind of want to just say 5.5 outright because it works for 5.4 but not for 5.6, but I can't seem to get 5.5. Jeez. Uh, yeah, even if I'm on the wall, I can't even press sprint again. And 5.6 won't let me go. But I feel like the angle of attack is now from 0 to 5.5, right? So you kind of have this 11 degree 11-degree window because you have this side as well, right? You have this whole span, right? This whole domain of degrees that you can go for. But I think what was that? That was 2.3. Okay. But I think it's much better because you can obviously align yourself with the wall and keep on going without having to worry about anything, right? And plus, this is better for accessibility users because they don't have to get stopped every time they do it. Every time they want to try to sprint, right? But yeah, let's read some comments if anyone said anything. Cashier, your card declined me, huh? Looks like no Smorgas tortas on me. Smorgas tortas. You say Smorgas torta? I forget how to say it all the time. Um, Obviously I'm not Swedish or Nordic or know any Nordic languages. Mr. Cheese? Oh my gosh. Buy as much as you want, it's all on me. Am I late? What have I missed, lagging? You missed really nothing. All I did was talk about render distance, simulation distance, which, simulation, actually, which is not tied to each other anymore, right? So that's going to be helpful for anybody who wants more performant games, and plus it's more parity between Bedrock and Java. But right now we're just looking at the first thing on the list, which is sprinting is no longer reduced when walking or gently brushing your sleeve against a wall. Which also means that if you're doing any parkour stuff, like if you're up against a wall, you're not gonna get stopped so well, right? So I don't know how to really test this actually. Um, is there a block? I mean, I do want to try honey block. I think that's the easiest way to go about it. But like, if you just stand on the edge here, I was trying to jump there. Okay, I could actually can jump out of it. Yeah, you can definitely jump out of it. Actually, honey block doesn't prevent you from jumping that way. Yeah, it's only from this way. So that's a point that's moot. But maybe it'll make honey jumps better if you're ever playing parkour stuff. But yeah, that's it for that. World Sim can take a very long time. We can't really test that. Actually, we can if we go into single player, but we're in on the server right now, so we're going to do that later. Okay. Actually, no, that wasn't the last one. Fixed distribution of ores. So ore distribution, apparently, it wasn't like the graph that you've been seeing, right? In other have you ever seen other people's streams or ever see the Twitter or even the Minecraft post? Copper should generate up to Y95, which means that it generates from 0, right, to 96 to 95, which is 96 blocks, and in between is Y48, which is the optimal place for copper mining, right? So that's how it's been. That's how it should have been, I guess. But that's how it's been fixed now. So we got that going on for us. Lapis lazuli generates in blobs like other ores instead of spread out. So this means that anytime you saw lapis in caves from anybody, right, it might have been spread out. And by that, it means that lapis is here, right? Lapis is here, but they're not in blobs like this, right? They were not usually, I mean, before that, they were in blobs. They were a lot in blobs, but you definitely could have found a lot more lapis, like just being singular pieces, which is not how lapis is supposed to spawn, I think. So that's how that works there. We can actually go into a cave and check that out if we want to. Let's actually give ourselves effect, give me night vision 10,000. Let's do 1 because we don't need anything past that. Hopefully we can find some lapis in our caves here. Oh, we found some diamonds. And sorry for any snorts around here. It's not been a good good weather around here for a while here, you know. It's just not been cool. We found some more diamond there. I don't see any lapis, you know. I feel like diamond is way more common than lapis sometimes. I don't need any more diamond tools. I just want some lapis. Lapis lazuli. It should be spawning around here, I think. Even in the stone layer. Okay, here we go. So we can go into creative mode here. And as we can see, it's more than one block there. And also we have some deep slate variants here. And it's definitely more than one block. Yeah, that's 5 blocks. Okay. That's a good sign, you know. It should have been the other way around pretty easily, right? Let's see. Also, the world definitely is lagging a little bit. Just from trying to do basic stuff, right? So, apologize for that. It's definitely not me, it's you. Just kidding. I'm trying to find some more lapis just to get a better sample size, you know. Yeah, we got two sample size, you know. It's not too bad. Oh, we find so many diamonds actually. And by the way, regular stone diamond is going to be much rarer than deep slate diamond in 1.18, because of course deep slate diamond can spawn and it's more frequent in the deep slate layers, right? I don't see any more. It's pretty hard to find some lapis actually. I don't know if they said it was reduced air exposure or not. That could be a thing, right? This is very interesting. Very interesting. Lapis. Show me the lapis. Bring me the lapis. Well, I don't think we're gonna... Oh, actually, we found one. Right when I was about to give up. There we go. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. We got 2. Definitely not 1. Definitely not singular. So, we're gonna go back all the way. Hey, there's a zombie spawner right there. And go back to our testing up here. Okay, it's raining. Okay. Game rule to weather cycle. False. Weather clear. Okay, there we go. And we go on to the next one. Cool. Previously, any collision with a block... They're talking about sprinting again. Previously, any collision with a block would reduce sprinting to walking. Now, for very minor angles of collision with a block, players retain their sprint. For larger angle collisions, their old behavior is retained. And like we said, it seems to be that if you're 5.5 degrees off from touching the wall, right? If you're looking straight in one direction, 5.5 degrees off, you will not be at least 5.5 right above 5.5. You'll be set back to walking, but below 5.5 you won't. So that's the thing there. Hopefully that is how it works for you if you test it out, because we tested it out, and hopefully that's enough degrees of angle. That's 11 degrees is not that much, but if you consider 360 degree motion, right? Because if you think about it, right, here's the thing: you can only move in like one direction against blocks in 4 directions, right? Which means of 90 degrees in which you would be moving, you won't be hindered, you won't be blocked by 11 of those degrees, because you also have 11 here and 5.5 here, 5.5 here. That's 11 of it. So you actually have like 1/9 of the thing right there. Okay, I forgot. I forgot. We'll hide particles. But you have quite a bit of degrees. You have quite... I'm sorry for stumbling on this. You have a quite big amount of degrees of freedom when you move. Yes, that's how it works. Sorry for stumbling so much. I'm hungry. I need some coffee. Just kidding. I don't drink coffee that much, but I kind of need it. And some essays to complete this week. Oh my goodness. This weekend, I mean. Simultaneous. I keep saying simultaneous because that's what I say a lot of times in physics. Simulation distance setting. Entities will not be updated outside of simulation distance. Allows high render distance with less CPU load. A new slider for video settings in the client. A new simulation distance property is dedicated in server properties. And we will continue working on it with the goal of simulation distance also affecting block and fluid ticking. So, I definitely did not look at this. I definitely did not look at the server properties beforehand. And it's probably set to 8 by default, because that's what it was set to. Actually, no. I think it was set to my render distance when I opened the game. So whatever render distance you had before, because simulation distance was tied to it before, it would be tied to the render distance. It would be set there because that's what it would default to, right? So that's how that works. If you ever upgrade, make sure that if you want to make the upgrade more smooth, maybe if you're playing single player worlds, you should probably set that render distance down to something that you want the radius for the world to simulate in terms of chunks, right? Let's see. Maximum amounts of background threads increase. Yeah. Various background tasks, including world gen, are executed on a background thread pool. This increases the size equals the amount of CPU threads minus 1, but there was an upper limit of 7. Now this upper limit is 255. This should help higher end machines with world gen performance. Now, this isn't actually like, I don't think this is actually tied to CPU threads and cores. This is actually just, if you ever done threading in like computer science and stuff like that, you basically don't use the rest of the cores unless you specify the task for it, right? So by them saying 7 to 255, because 7, imagine this, right? Minecraft was in a time where these servers, right, would work with only 1 or 2 cores dedicated to it, right? And multi-threading wasn't really a thing, wasn't really a prominent feature back when, back in 2011 to 2013, right? It's only until like AMD came in like 2015 and said like, you need more than dual core and quad core. I think gamers would benefit a lot more with that. So, even though it's at 7, even though it was limited to 7, right? Because 7 was, even though 7 is like very high, I don't know. CPU cores, CPU threads can be so much more. But I don't think this definitely is not something that screams that Minecraft has introduced multi-threading in terms of physical cores and threads. Physical, I mean logical cores, right? It just means that the amount of threads that can be made for your cores and threads to handle, your current cores and threads to handle, is 255 now, which will boost your performance a lot, I think, especially if you have newer and more high-end machines, because obviously I think that they should have more than 4 cores, and definitely maybe more than 4 threads, right? So, if you buy anything new today, don't get a dual core. Don't get a quad core without more threads. You've got to get more than that in order to have a more future-proof experience, because a lot of apps these days are taking up way more storage, way more memory and stuff like that in order to perform their tasks smoothly. Because that's how the industry shifts, right? More people, when we advance in technology, people get better machines, and therefore people can use more resources to do more things, right? So that's how Minecraft is doing it, I think. They're making sure that the upper limit is reached while keeping the lower limit. You can actually set this in the Java arguments before you launch the game to how many threads you want your things to run, in case that you don't want your CPU or your... Actually, it's mostly your CPU. Your CPU to run all those threads, or to have the capability of running all those threads, right? It's just like right here, right? Like if you set your max frame rate all the way up here, you'll set the upper limit, and your CPU might want to ramp up to that. But if you don't want it to do it at all, right, you should probably lower that. Yeah, I'm gonna read comments again because I've been talking a lot. Let's see. As much as you want, it's all on me. By the way, I found out it's not from the Moon Sea, and not. It said not from the Moon Sea, and not from the moon sea. I'm not sure if you guys. I'm saying it out loud. Just know that not was part of the sentence. Was part of the assumed sentence, but in the end, it wasn't part of the assumed sentence. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by when I read that comment there. What y'all wear on Halloween? I have already had my costume. It's a sponge. The reason why I'm a sponge is because everyone mistakes me for a sponge. Yeah, you're Mr. Cheese. You know, you got them. Actually, if you're not Swiss cheese, you don't really got the holes of a sponge, right? Unless you're talking about real life. Then, I'm sorry. My costume is a cave spider. So I always wanted to be one. So I can poison Mr. Cheese. Hey, Saya and Aircon. Welcome. How are you doing today? Am I late? Just 18 minutes. Okay. Hey, Aga. Welcome. How are you doing today? Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend at the moment. Hello, I want answers. You'll never know. You want answers. Just kidding. But hi. Hey, Tabby Earth Gaming. Welcome back to another stream. How are you doing today? And hopefully that gets all of the greetings out of the way, because I think there's a lot of things to look at here, and it's a lot of things that are very nice. But if you answer those greetings, I will respond back, right? Obviously, if you don't talk or do anything right, I'm not gonna really remember you, because obviously you're not gonna. I don't know why a lot of people come up to me and say like, please remember me when you get big, or when you don't forget me, or stuff like that. But the only reason I would ever really forget someone is if they change their name, right? Change their name to something I don't recognize, or don't actually do anything in chat, right? Or chat or respond or do anything, because obviously if that's just like not like physically, right? Like that's not technically in the stream, right? Like even if you're listening, right? Just like you're kind of a lay person there, right? Just like if you're in chat and you're always speaking and you're always commenting, I'm gonna know that you're there. But if you never say that you're here or present or something, I'm not gonna know, right? Like you could be anyone on the internet, in fact. Anybody watching the stream. Obviously, you don't have to comment or chat and stuff like that. But if you want me to remember, if that's something that you want me to do, like you should comment or chat and stuff like that. I'm not gonna know who you are unless you do it, and if you don't change your name a lot of times, right? Yeah. That was a little rant there, because I keep getting friend requests. I keep getting friend requests saying that they should friend you should accept my friend request, because because you're gonna forget me. I'm not gonna forget you if you keep interacting with the stream. That's not how it works. You build a relationship through that way. You just by sitting there doing nothing, you're not doing anything for yourself, and you're not building any relationship here. That's just that's just how it is. I'm sorry if it sounds any cold. Sorry if it sounds cold, but like if you never write anything on the paper, how are you gonna know what someone's thinking, right? But yeah. New Snapshot Pog? Warden? No Warden yet. Always gonna be, if there's a Warden, there's gonna be in the title. And actually, they should be. I really wish they should come out with it in the next few weeks. I think they should. Sorry about that. I think they should come out with it in the next few weeks, because there's not that much time until December. You know, the holiday, right? And they need to get this out for testing, I think. They need to get the Warden, they need to get the Deep Dark out for testing. I'm not sure if it's even in a ready state for people to get testing, but yeah, if you don't know, like, a lot of the bigger mobs are way harder to really code for. Like, they took a lot of time after the updates, when they released the Hoglin, when they released the Ravager, to make them work well, because they couldn't pathfind well because they're so chunky, right? Like they just, you see a sheep, it's like 1 block wide, right? Like you can basically make a pathing algorithm that's suited to 1 block, right? To 1 block travel. But when you have bigger mobs, right, you don't know you're gonna have to make a configuration space that is much wider than any of the other one block mobs, and even if you think they can actually go through it, if their configuration space doesn't account for it, right, they might stop for it, right? Like they might be thinking to walk this one block path because this space and this space has that cut out, and they have like a half block configuration space here, right? They're not going to think to go down this route. However, if they have 2 blocks of wide, if they do it correctly, right, they'll think about the configuration space in terms of these 2 blocks of walk along in the middle, right? So that's how a lot of it goes down here. We need to really get access to the warden, in order to make sure that it's not that janky, and you maybe cannot cheat it out of very common situations, right? Because obviously they're going for a scary type mob. They're going for a mob that's more threatening. Underground and stuff like that. And plus, I want to see what the Deep Dark is. The Deep Dark is probably going to be a very dungeony type spawn, especially since the Deep Slate Caves and the Stone Caves, I think they need a lot more biomes actually. Although they can't really work on it because that's what they plan to do, right? And getting out their plans and getting to the rest of the plans is more important than making new plans, right? So yeah, we do really got to see what what the underground will look like then. But yeah, also there's a thing here. That was a bug from last time. We can locate the stronghold again. In the last snapshot you couldn't. So we're gonna go there, and we're gonna go down. It's actually in a swamp, which is interesting, and see if a stronghold exists down below. And it does, right? Actually, we're very close to the portal here. I spy the portal. Let's kill ourselves. I'm sorry about that. I'm actually gonna mute for a second to clear my throat. Okay, I should be back. I'm sorry for closing the game too. That's how it works when you're in full screen, apparently. Oh, I didn't clear my throat all the way, and now my eye is very not cool right now. Oh, shoot. My eye, oh my goodness, I'm dying. Just kidding. This is why you don't rub your eye. Especially if you've got something on your fingers. Jeez. I don't know what I did just now. Oh, my eye is not it's not boding well. Though it's my left eye. My left eye is not that great in the first place. But yeah, that's how it works. We'll do that. So the next thing is that telemetry. Telemetry, they reintroduced diagnostic tracking, and the reason why it was gone in the first place was because of laws, I think in the EU or something like that, that prevented the type of snooping access that Minecraft was doing back then. But now they reintroduced it, and hopefully it's better. So we got world load events. Oh jeez. Which track a lot of things like your operating system, your runtime, your stuff like that. Just basically a lot of your computer data that is necessary to or that is helpful to determine whether or not you can connect or what to do with you. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it better, but it basically just gets you. It basically just gets the information of your system, your instance, while you're running the game, right? So, it identifies the launcher you're using. It identifies your user. Identifies the client. what the session is, what the world session is, the game version that you're playing, operating system and its version, operating system name and version, I mean, Java runtime environment, what version of Java you're using, and if the client is server or server is modded, and server type and game mode. So a lot of things that your server already would know, but it would be logged and maybe even sent to Minecraft. So that's the thing there. Okay, let's go through the bugs that were fixed. Game fails to switch audio output from one device after another after the game has started from title screen. Actually, we didn't see that happen, did we? In the last one, right? So I don't think that that applies to us, but it might have applied to other people. No sounds for shears on weeping and twisting in cave vines or kelp. So we could just go in with our shears and grab that. Grab our weeping, twisting, glowberries, and we can go into the sea and get some kelp. So we should be able to place these. So we want them to stay here, right? And if you look at here, you look at F3, you look at their age, to the right, under the targeted block stuff, you can see it's age 8. You can see this is age 16. You can see this is age 10, which means they are not at age 25, which is when they would stop trying to tick for aging. But now you can set it to 25 there. The shear sound makes a sound there, and it's 25 for each of these little vine things. And we can go into the water here and do the same thing for kelp boys, right? So this one is at 24. We should actually do one that's lower. We'll do this. This is actually at 22. This is at age 20. We'll do that. We'll stop the aging there. But if we set the game rule, random tick speed to 1,000, actually to 3,000, 1,000 times the regular tick speed, you will see that that will not grow, right? Although these all will grow. This one is not growing because it's at that time. And then we can go back to our little test site over here with all the good old other vines. And as you can see, these have not grown as well. Actually, did that grow? Did I build it all the way up to there? Actually, I don't think that grew. I think I actually did build it all the way up to there. I am lost. I completely. It looked bigger than before. I'm not sure, but I think it definitely is working. We could just do this, right, and clip that, and it's still at the same tick speed, right? So we'll do that very quickly, right? And they're not growing, even though everything should grow way fast. Let's random tick speed back to normal. Okay, there we go for that. Strongholds don't generate in the last snapshot. We're not in the last snapshot, so we can't really confirm it. But we do confirm that snapshots are generating again in this snapshot. So we got that. Random light level 0 in the sky. So that's a thing that could happen. I'm not sure how to test for that, actually. Crash when changing render distance out of array. Array index out of bounds exception. So if you've ever taken a Java class or anything like that, you'll probably see that a lot when you're learning Java. When you're starting out, right? Because you don't know how big your arrays are, and if you're searching beyond it, it's gonna come up with an error, right? So if you don't know about those, that's how it works there. That's and also it's also a lot more complicated if you're using arrays of objects, of different objects, but also it's basically just based on the index. If you don't know the full size of your array and you call for that, right, and you check for that, then you will get the problems that they had here. That's how. Apparently there was a memory leak in 21W37A. Big spruce trees don't generate in groves. We can actually check that, actually. We actually saw that in the last one. Let's go back to that and actually start flying. Go into spectator mode because we're going to go up high. And we're going to click teleport, do that. And here we go, groves. They now have trees. This is definitely a grove biome, right? Yeah, it says grove. Yeah, we got a grove with trees now. It's not just empty snow everywhere. Honestly, it just looks a whole lot better being a grove with trees, right? We could also try to find another mountain around here and check, right, if they have a grove. Actually, we can go to, like, we could probably just locate biome snowy slopes. And we'll probably find some groves around there. Okay, load up. And yeah, we're in groves. We found a grove. Found a grove next to the snowy slopes. And which is nice, right? We got all this, we got some grove action now. It's not all just snowing. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Let's see, what's the next stuff? Stopping and starting JFR profiling multiple times in the same minute overrides previous JFR results. Say in the last minute. We can't really test that now. Those caves generate above the ground, which is a thing that I think a lot of people dislike them changing back because they think it looks cool. But obviously, I think that it doesn't make much sense. And here's why. Here's why it doesn't make much sense to me. Dripstone caves are wet. They're very wet. They're very damp. They exist in the moisture. You don't see this stuff in real life outside on the ground, right? And if they can spawn on the surface, this means that they can spawn also on the surface of dry biomes, which means you create a wetlands in the dry biomes, which is not great for stitching together the world, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense cohesively, and doesn't make sense logically to have them come out, right? There's obviously a lot to do. There needs to be a lot more temperate biome differences in Minecraft, but that is not one of them, I think. It just doesn't make sense to do it. Even if you do see one, like, rarely, right? Like, if you see one rarely from now on, then maybe poking out of the ground, right? You could probably assume that it's just a rare case of it happening, right? Okay, let's go to the next ones. Cannot start alternate JVM due to JFR requirement. Problems with JFR event metadata. Too many aquifers on biome surfaces at Y63 and below. Aquifers often generate with harsh, straight borders. So we've seen a lot of aquifers still now, and I haven't commented on any of their borders, so I'm pretty sure that that's been fixed somehow. Also, this looks to be an aquifer of some sort. What is this? This is different. This is interesting. Right? What is this? Is this how they did it? Like, that's how they changed up the aquifer stuff? Like, this is definitely an aquifer. But they have a lot of more variation, I guess. Let's try to find more aquifers, actually. That's an aquifer, that's a regular little lake. Another little lake there. Let's see. That's an aquifer. I think. Yeah, it goes all the way down. Actually goes down to some light here. Okay. See a lot of aquifers. This is also an aquifer. Or it's just a flooded cave. Just due to being close to an aquifer, I think. I don't see many more aquifers, I think. Any more aquifers that look out of place, maybe? This is definitely an aquifer here. Actually, no, it's not. It's just a flooded cave again. Oh, this is also a flooded cave. We don't have very much of a sense of aquifers. I think this is actually an aquifer here. Yeah, I think this is definitely an aquifer. But this is a flooded cave right next to it. So there's a lot of, I guess there's a lot of variety here. I'm not sure if I'm finding any aquifers that match the description anymore. So I guess that's a bug fixed. It doesn't seem like any of them have really any harsh or straight things. I think this is definitely an aquifer as well. Yeah. Or it could be. I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure if that was. I think it was an aquifer connected to a flooded cave right there. But yeah, the main culprit of all this new generation, right? Like, okay, maybe is that too straight? Actually, I think it looks okay. This is definitely an aquifer here, right? This is definitely an aquifer connected to some sort of river there, or just a regular piece of water here, right? Beach, forest, yeah. Some water generation connected to an aquifer here. So yeah, we got quite a few bits of aquifer stuff here. And it floods into the caves straight out, right? Some more aquifers down there. But yeah, it's not too straight up lines, I don't think. I think a lot of it is very blended. Which is nicer, right? Nicer to look at, nicer to be at. And also, as you can see, as we're flying here, we don't actually, like, have any issue of rendering the world as fast as we can. I mean, actually, like, you probably could go this fast, but I just scrolled my wheel up in, my scroll wheel up in, spectator mode, and we're going faster than normal. Although I wasn't sprinting at that point. But it looks like we are getting pushed back, as the world generates, so it's not loading as fast as it would have. But I think this is definitely faster than what we had before, right? Especially considering the world size and all that. I think this is definitely a lot faster. This is very interesting. But yeah, we can find another mountain like this. Go back down on the cliffside, right? But yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. I think we went over everything, which is nice. Now we'll just read comments. I'll read the chat, beginning where I left off, I think. Well, I'll scroll down and I'll scroll down and read it. So let's get to what it is. We'll be at. There's actually a lot of stuff. Warden, yes. No way, Pog. Joke, just skulk blocks. Well, I'm almost here, lol. I'm on every stream too. I knew him from the first 1.17 Snapshot. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay, it's been a while. Where did they why? Do you think another monsters will come? No, I don't think any more monsters will come. In this 1.18 cycle, because mobs are actually very difficult to get right, and to polish and stuff like that. I think they're really just focusing on the Warden at the moment. Anything that otherwise moves is probably going to be Skulk Block or something like that. So we're going to see that as well. But I don't think those are going to be considered mobs. Why chain? Why? Okay, stop. Okay. What changed in the snapshot? We just went over it. But most likely, the thing that you'll probably see most talked about is simulation distance and render distance. Although people might talk about the sprinting and stuff, it may make some parkour easier. It's just that it might make it easier, but it might not. It's not that big of a range. It didn't really change much of the range there. I'm not sure if people will use it like that, but yeah, that didn't really change that much, I would say. Okay. They changed the pixel in Dead Bush? What? Strongholds are back? Yes, strongholds are back. What? In this snapshot? Yes. What chain? Finally. Wait, why, what? I saw on Phoenix XC channel. What, why? The camera moved. The camera moved. Definitely, I am. The camera's in third person right now. I see you right there. Let's see. Anyone misspell a word? Dog. Pog. Why? W-Y-H. I don't know what that means. Is that, are you supposed to say why? Why you here? Is that like an acronym or something? I'm not sure. I've never seen that before. Sorry, Cyan. Cyan. Hey, log. The word of the day, dog. Dog, pog, log. Doc? What? Why? Alright, Doc. Doc. What? Why, Doc? Pog log lock. Do you think another monsters will come? Okay, I already answered that. In the new mob vote. In the new mob vote, they'll definitely come. I'm just saying for 1.18. I don't think they're really going to add any more to 1.18 than they already have. I know. Why? What, Doc? The warden is a monster. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yas. Why walk? Dog. Bog. Log. Yes. Where did they? Yas chain. Oh, the shoes thing. I saw it in another video. What the? Dig dog. Dinog. What? Why what dog pog lock yas? Where did they what? Where did they what? I have to scroll down to see all this. Why what dog lock pog os the wee banana cheese potato. Try the simulation distance. Actually, I can't try the simulation distance. We'll go into single player for that because we're in the server and that's set by the server properties. Why what dog pog lock yas the what? And something in Chinese, I think. These are not random. Word of the day. I can't read that. What did they mean? It says you don't understand me now. Haha. Okay, that's what it means. Yeah, you can probably get haha from the last two characters that on the on that string there. Let's see. What word of the day? Mean. Not funny. Mean. Word of the day? Not funny too much. Mono. Moon. Word of the day? Mono. I have a bet he will say 1.18. I will donate $100. I have a bet that he will say duh, and I will bet $200 on that. On him saying duh, not him not saying duh. If you think that, you'll pay me. Word of the day? Mono. Da da da. Word of the day? Will donate. I'm serious. In that case, the word of the day is why so serious. Hey, PTA Crappy Gamer, how is it going? How are you doing today? Aquifer and Flooded Caves are the same now, I think. I think they're not. Aquifers are more like holding up water, while caves are just either can be flooded or not, depending on the water content around it, right? So, they're not the... I don't think they are the same, in any case. Because if you think about it, right? If you make a world full of aquifers, it's going to look a whole lot different from a world full of caves that are flooded, right? I think that's the thing. There's a difference there. Please don't say 1.18. 1.18. Him, no, the chat. Word of the day. Writ. Right. Please, I will be broke. Don't donate. Don't donate if you're gonna be breaking. Please, I will be broke. I could donate some dinner. When I first saw you, you were playing hardcore, right? Yeah, I was playing a lot of hardcore. But right now we can't really do hardcore because you can't update every snapshot world to the next snapshot yet. So that's a thing that we can't do at the moment. Although it would be fun to do it, we just can't because they haven't focused on that. I think they're focused on more of biome blending with the older terrain and stuff like that, and a lot of other shit over that needs to be done beforehand before they could start on trying to be able to convert worlds over to the next or the latest versions, right? And plus, even if you do that, right? It's more interesting to do it in survival format because things might change, things might do it, but also it creates a legacy on the world, right? Like you'll be like, these chunks were made in this snapshot, and these chunks were made in the next snapshot, rather than updating straight from like 1.17 to 1.18, right? But yeah. But the warden is still coming, right? Hey, Bramar, what's going on? How are you doing? The warden is still gonna come. I don't think they cut archaeology because they didn't think that they can get through to it. And honestly, if they couldn't do that, they were definitely gonna focus on the warden because King B Dogs is the director for the warden, and hopefully he's had a lot of time to get it ready and prepped for snapshot testing and stuff like that. Let's see. Yay! I accidentally misspelled Y. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But it's I don't know, any bit of random misspellings could be an acronym as well. So it's just like you gotta like you say like TFW, right? Like people might say, "Oh, you misspelled the" or something like that, right? But no, it's that feeling win. Or though you say "lol" instead of "lot." I'm not sure. The world of internet acronyms has become quite weird. But yeah, I guess we got that going. In the snapshot, I noticed all the old cave entrances get caught up by aquifers. Hey, Drafe by. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, the generation here is weird, because it wasn't like this in the experimental snapshot, and I'm not sure if this is better, or they just haven't ported every single feature over to these snapshots here, to the official released on launcher snapshots, right? The experimental snapshots I think looked a lot better. I'm not sure if they're going to do that here, or if this is still in the polishing stage, and we just saw a big wave of polish from the last experimental snapshot to this world, right? To these snapshots. Word of the day. Word of the day. Slanted face. I never heard of this before. Word of the day, yee. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've never heard of this before. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Better rock. Better rock. Yes. I actually do like that. I also play Bedrock? No. Better rock. That's actually pretty funny, I think. That's that's a good misspelling there. Also, this is very interesting. They actually flood this ravine. They flooded this ravine, and there's some path down here. Pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Just hovering over the ravine, this house. This house is like the worst structure in the world. There's like a waterfall going into the ravine too. Like, geez, these villagers are really living life on the edge here. And also, there's a lot of farmland around here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Oh, we got a pillager outpost. Haven't seen one in a while, actually. I don't think I've ever seen one in this world. We got a big cave entrance that leads to nowhere because this, of course, right? It really, I feel like there's a lot of big cave entrances, but they don't connect to other caves. You just have to, like dig down a bit just to get to the next cave, right? And maybe, well, not dig down a bit. You have to dig down, and they don't just connect like that. Which I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It causes you to dig more, but it might just be like for other people, right? They're gonna stop digging around here. They're gonna stop it because there's probably not that many. Like, even if you dig up all these copper, right? Like, you're not gonna find anything below it. Like, the ores are not gonna tempt you to dig lower, right? You're probably just gonna dig lower on your own, like above ground. But maybe people will take these, the big cave entrance approach to it, and we just create a stairway down here, create some scaffolding, right? And start digging down, and they'll find a lot of caves on the way down. But I'm not sure. I feel like they should connect a lot more. Although this might not be a place where they actually intersect, right? But obviously, it was just a few blocks, not too bad. But a lot of the generation is actually based on connectivity as well. So I'm not sure if they can fix it, they can make it better, but I just feel like a lot of caves just lead to nowhere. A lot of the smaller caves, right? But if you find a big cave out in the wild, right? Like, you can probably just go into the cave entrance and see that, right? So that's interesting. Ahaha. I play Bedrock and Java. I play un Bedrock. Job. I play Bedrock and Java. If you play Bedrock, say yes. The word of the day, job. Yes, yes, I play on Java. Nont. I play Bedrock and Unjava. Some people say that Bedrock is trash. When do it has stuff that doesn't exist. In Java even. Call I also play Bedrock. I don't know why people hate Bedrock. Oh my goodness. I think I'll post something. I think I'll post a meme on the community page. Just a picture of Bedrock. It's just say Bedrock in lowercase. I think that would be funny. I'll get to that after the stream. But yeah, since we can't actually, what did I pick up? I picked up a lot of tulips there apparently. But as you can see, this is an aquifer spilling out because none of the other terrain actually spills out, right? Like this is definitely an aquifer here that spills out into the cave. And this is a big old cave entrance here. Dang, this is huge. Oh my goodness, look at this. Isn't this brilliant? Oh, this is pretty cool. It goes all the way down to probably y negative something, a negative yeah, all the way down. Jeez. Oh, skeleton, you're gonna die. Oh, but this looks pretty epic. Dang. Dang, Minecraft, you crazy. Also, there is a mine shaft here too. This is pretty sick. This is a pretty sick cave. Is there anything else? It gets a little narrow down here, but this looks pretty deep and cool. Yeah. I really enjoy this. And you're gonna enjoy it too when you update to the snapshot, to the when you update your world to the next update. This is also an aquifer here. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at this. Isn't that amazing looking? Right? Like you get a peek of this. You get a peek at the biome here, and then you see that a flow of water goes down all the way into this massive looking cave. And I think that's amazing. Also, we got a little bit of a cave here as well, which honestly looks pretty cool too. But I do like this kind of angle more, right? It goes into the deeper parts of the cave. You can see the deep slate form on those pillars. It's pretty nice. Manatar, I just don't understand. Wood, job and bedrock. Stop the Swedish. If you had trouble reading me comment, eh? I know you're from Sweden, Mr. Cheese. I know you're from Sweden. Wood is madnatar. I don't know how to say that. I am notoriously bad at reading other languages. But I don't say notoriously, but like I literally have like an American accent every time I read it. It's horrible. It always sounds like I'm playing a language speaker, you know. It sounds like I'm playing the role of a Spanish speaker if I speak Spanish, right? Okay, next thing we're gonna do. We're going to exit the world because we don't have a sense of simultaneous simulation distance. I'll try World of Goo, apparently. But we'll start a new world here. Actually, we did go with performance here, actually. I started this world in order to see how performant it was. But we can go here. We haven't actually loaded a lot of it. So we're going to check out simulation distance in this world. Okay. We're going to stay on this this screen for a moment. It's because I ate the smorgastorta. I'm spying on you. Nah. The smorgastorta means sandwich cake. I know this at least. Anyways, I gotta go. Goodbye, everyone. Well, have a good rest of your day, Saihan. We'll see you in the next one. Hopefully tomorrow. I actually recorded the Nintendo Direct with my sister, so we'll try to get that I'll try to get that rendered and actually edited for one. I'll try to get that edited and put through right. We'll get that done. But yeah, we're here in this world. It's kind of laggy, kind of laggy. Video settings, we're at simulation distance 8. We have render distance at 16, which should allow us to fly. Although it's very laggy, not gonna lie. We might just tone down the render distance here. Oh, let's tone it down to 10 or something like that. Okay, that should fix a lot of our problems. Maybe I'm still lagging as I move my. Actually, it's better. Okay, we can fly. And a lot of lag, you know. Still a lot of lag. Okay. But, as you can see, we're loading up the world fast. So, I think it definitely helps if you're not loading up all the entities like that. Ah, let me look up. I'm gonna crash and die. Ah, jeez. Okay. So, let's talk about simulation distance. Now, that affects only entities at the moment. So we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna get some, we're gonna do it very low, actually. Video settings. We'll do it at two chunks, right? Oh, I forgot. I'm not in creative. Creative mode, like that. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna toss something that that can go far, right? Let's toss it pretty high in the sky, and let's see how it works, right? So as you can see, we're tossing it pretty high. They're going pretty far, and you see this rain of particles because they're actually getting stopped at the border there. But if we go down a little bit, if we expressly go down, right, they'll keep moving and they'll fall to their deaths. And we see some chickens actually experience there, right? Actually get birth. And as we can see here, right, chickens also get birth as well over here. Obviously, that's not how it works in real life, right? You just don't throw eggs. You just don't throw eggs to get chickens. That's not how it works, but as you can see, the entities did not fully impact anything, right? But we can do the same thing again, right? And as you can see, they're still falling. They're still getting the particles there. And if we jump it up to 8, we should see no more particles, right? All of them have vanished, and all of them have probably hatched some chickens as well, right? But yeah, they just stopped. You stopped seeing the particles at the border, at the distance that you set it to, and you can see that those entities are then loaded again, right? So we did it at 2, we did it at some other thing, but also we can do it here, right? Like, if you saw those malls were moving a lot back there, right? Those malls were moving before, and those malls were moving before. But now they're not, right? Now they're not. They're not moving at all. And plus, we can actually go down here, right? These guys are now moving again, I think. We can put down a wolf. A wolf. Don't mind that, right? Put down a wolf and then run. And you can see. You can see. Spyglass, right? That once we're outside the range, the entities don't disappear, because that's actually, they have to tick the death of the enemy, but also none of them are moving at all as well, even though the wolf should be aggroing, should be after these other sheep as well, right? But as soon as we get close enough, yeah, the wolf will go after them again, and as soon as we get far enough, they stop, right? So that's how simulation distance work. Anything that has to do with entity ticking will not be done. You can see there, and we can stop. Although they still move. Okay, I guess they still move, right? Yeah, they still move. It looks to be. It's just that none of the stuff that would cause them to tick is doing so. I guess moving isn't really getting ticked. I'm not sure. Are those things? Yeah, they're definitely moving. Oh yeah, I am at 8. I forgot. Okay, they do move. they do move when you do it, but actually they're still doing it. Are they moving? No, they're stopped in their animation. Okay, they definitely don't move, I guess. But if they're stuck in an animation, they will. Okay. Actually, yeah, maybe things that don't require ticking at all. Maybe just random chance, right? Like their tail and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Okay, this guy was eating. Is this guy's tail gonna wag? I'm not sure what is actually getting ticked here, because I think some of the animations might not be ticked, right? Some animations might not be ticked, although these guys don't really have any moving parts. But we can actually like freeze the chicken mid-flight, I think, and their wings would be still flapping, which we can actually test, right? Let's see. The distance of 2 chunks. let's what is it? Summon chicken. This is of 2 chunks of like 32 blocks. We'll do like 40 out here. Summon a new chicken. There we go. And its wings are flapping. So those are actually yeah, that's just animation, I guess. So anything that's being ticked is not animation, actually, right? It's only their actions and what they're doing, right? Like eating grass or something. That's being ticked as they keep on eating, even though we're outside the range, right? So basically, animations don't get really ticked. When they move around, when they like circle and stuff like that, when they move their head, that is getting ticked. So apparently, because their heads are actually moving, their hitboxes are actually moving, right? Like if you don't see it, you press F3 and B, you can see that their vector here, their normal vector, with their red headline, right? Like those are being calculated and ticked. So I don't think the entity ticking does more than that. And as we go closer to here, this guy will fall, right? And yeah, you can basically freeze time with this, with these settings. But we'll do 8 again, and that guy just ate again. And I think that's cool. Let's I'm gonna read chat again. If I can scroll up to it. There's a lot of chat. Oof. I am spying at you. Nah. Da-da-da. It's working store dub. It's sandwich cake. Yada yada. Yo, Red Spider, comment. You don't have my server on your server list. I'm sad. Hey, Rebearable, what's going on? How are you doing? Lagging. Okay, I came back to play. I peed. Eggs, car, chickens emerge. Peed your pants, right? Definitely. Definitely that's the case for everything, right? Can someone help my egg my house? What? Help me egg my house? I know I went to the bathroom, then popped dead bead on my pop. Brother, no, I can't help you. I can't help you. No, you lur. I know lur. Hi, welcome back to MDK Productions. No kill I no lur. Hello, MDK Productions. Leaving. Leaving, of course. I don't expect you to stay after all this grammar nonsense. Guys, help! My dog is tanking me. Is attacking me. Oh, hello, Scrabble name by MDKC Productions. SB SF. Nah, why you live? Help! My dog is attacking me. Why? What dog? Pog log. Pog log. The what? Cheese potato cream. Yeah, help! I can't help you there. Can't help you there. You gotta not look so. You gotta not look so attackable to the dog. I don't know. I'm looking at your face, you know. You gotta have that. You gotta be not likable by dogs, and I'm not sure that's a good trade-off. You know, dogs are pretty cool. Dogs are a lot to take care for. But yes, I think. Therefore, I am. I think that's what we're gonna do for today. I think this is it. I'll try to get the EchoCraft stream out tomorrow. Actually, we'll do this, right? We'll go down. What was I doing? Bedrock layer, maybe? Can we even find a place near Bedrock? Oof. That's a lot of lag, you know. That's a lot of lag. Is there anything that goes to Bedrock anymore? A whole lot of stuff, right? Is there a cave that goes to Bedrock? That's close. I'm not sure. Let's, I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I think we're gonna do this, actually. we're gonna do this. We're gonna place a bedrock. I don't know how we're gonna set up this screenshot, but I think it's worth a try, right? Just do something here. I don't know. How should this be? I kind of want to make a post of this. I don't want to just put in a bedrock PNG. Is that okay? I'm not sure. Dogs have friends. Hey, oof. Hello, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Oh, help. If you kill a dog, John Milk will use his enderpearl stasis chamber and kill you. So I yes. He'll come at you. He'll come at you real hard right there. Kill your dog in Minecraft and John Milk will teleport to you using his enderpearl stasis chamber. I think the Snapshot just tells you that they're gonna put back the caves and cause 1.17.1 has no case. The MIDI bedrock. The mighty bedrock. Yeah, I don't know. What should we put on it? Should I do something like this? Put like a chicken on it? Let's summon chicken. No AI. Tag 1. How do I do its rotation again? I forgot. Okay, I think that's fine. I think we'll do that. Although it's flying because I put no AI in, it's probably detecting it's not really on the ground, although it technically is, right? Jeez, I can't see that. I can't see that little slipper, but this guy is definitely flapping his wings right. But the rockin' job. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. We went over everything. I really want to see what let's say I want to see what Il Mango and the other technical Minecrafters will say about it. Especially due to the performance and stuff like that. Probably they're doing a lot of testing with performance metrics, or to make sure that they can get that feedback to the Java developers. But yeah, I don't know. I really want to see how they think about it, especially with the background threads not using actual CPU logical processors and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we had a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun these days. Especially it's so depressing, Gotta finish a lot of essays today or tomorrow. But yo. No, you can't live now. I just got my nuts. So no new mobs. No, we're still waiting on the warden to be introduced. Through this or through we're gonna see new mobs in the new mob though. Don't worry about that. But I think the warden is the last mob that they're gonna add. I don't think there's anything else. Anything that's moving and a block might be a skulk block, but not a mob of the skulk variety, right? So we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, good night, good life, and yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow. We'll do an EX tomorrow. I'll after I post the community post, I'll also post the thumbnail for the stream tomorrow, and we'll get to it. I'll say it again. Have a good day, good night, good life, and I'll see you in the next stream. Actually, that's really weird. What did I do? Yeah, I hit it, and then I press I hit and then use. You just gotta get that. You gotta get that workout right there. But yeah. Bye. Squarely close everything.